What's up, y'all? Welcome to the 35th race on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule. This weekend, we are back here in Martinsville, Virginia at the Martinsville Speedway. Now, all three series will be in action this weekend for their final race of the round of eight. All three series will have their championship four decided after this weekend, and they will all move to Phoenix to crown a champion next week. Now, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series will run Friday night under the lights at the Martinsville Speedway. That is the Zip Buy Now, Pay Later 200, which is 200 laps, 105 miles. Now, last week's winner, Grant Enfinger, is locked into the championship four, but there are three spots remaining. Now, above the cut line with Grant Enfinger is Corey Heim, who won here last year at this time. Then there was Christian Eckes, who won here in the spring, and Ty Majeski, who is constantly running well. Now, these four have been solid all year long, and I don't see anybody else getting into the Final Four, but there could be a surprise after Friday night. Now, the four drivers below the cut line would like to pull off an upset here in Martinsville, and those are Raj Karuth, who is 22 points below the cut line, Taylor Gray with 24, Tyler Ingram with 41, and Nick Sanchez with 43 points below the cut line. Now, all four of these drivers could pull an upset to get in the championship. For a Phoenix run, we'll have to see who gets in. Also, in the Owners' Championship, Tricon Garage, the 11 team, leads the Owner Championship over the CR7 Motorsports. That's the 9 truck of Grant Enfinger. The NASCAR Xfinity Series will run on Saturday afternoon. The National Debt Relief 250, that's 250 laps, 131.5 miles. Now, last week's winner, Austin Hill, is leading the points going into the final race of the round of eight. But he's locked in on our championship along with AJ Allmendinger. Now, followed by Justin Allgaier and Cole Custer above the cut line. So we got two in, there's two spots remaining. Now, below the cut line is Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Sam Mayer, and Sammy Smith. Now, Eric Almirola, he's running for a championship race as well, because he, who won this race last spring, is in third in the owner points in the owner championship. Now, JRM Motorsports, the 7 car of Allgaier, and Stuart Haas, the 00 of Cole Custer, are in first and second in the owners championship in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Now, the NASCAR Cup Series will run on Sunday afternoon at the Xfinity 500. That's 500 laps, 263 miles. Now, the last spring's winner, William Byron, Willie B, is in fourth place in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Last week's winner, Tyler Reddick, is in first in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, followed by Joey Logano. These two are locked into the championships four in Phoenix, and they will race for a championship. That remains there's only two more spots left. Now, Christopher Bell, who has done very well in the last couple weeks, is in third, looking to take one of those two spots. Now, Ryan Blaney, who won this race last year and got into the championship four and ended up winning the championship, is below the cut line in seventh place. But right before him is Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and then Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott. Some big names below this cut line, and there's only two spots left. Someone is gonna be disappointed. We'll see what happens with these last six drivers trying to get to those two spots in the championship four at Phoenix. Now, the owner championship is close as well, with JGR leading, Hendrick in second place, third 23-11, then Joe Gibbs Racing with the 11 and fifth. So, owners championship, pretty tight run as well. So, all right, so here are the paint schemes for this week for all three series. When I come back, I will give you my favorite paint schemes of the week, some Homestead recap, a little news on Homestead, a little recap there, some NASCAR news, and I'll give you my picks for the week. So here are the three series paint schemes, and let's go. enjoyed those paint schemes like we do every week. Man, we're getting down to one more paint scheme preview after this week. It's been a long season, and I hope you guys have enjoyed these paint schemes every week. I appreciate all of y'all commenting and liking the videos. They've been a very big hit. All right, so the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, my favorite paint schemes are Timmy Hill, the 56 Toys for Tots Toyota. I like that one. Man, is it Christmas time already? Caden Honeycutt will drive that number 45 Moore's Venture Food Chevrolet. I like the colors on that one. And just glad to see Matt Mills back in that 42 JF Electric Ultra Chevrolet after his horrible crash last week. William Swallowich will drive the number 1 Starkey Sound Gear Toyota. I like that orange and white. Let's go Vols, baby. So now on for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, here are my paint schemes of the week. By far the best paint scheme that I've seen in a while. It's that Wendy's Chevrolet, the number 97 SVG. Wendy's Chevrolet. Gotta love French fries and Frosties. If you don't like French fries and Frosties or Wendy's, there's something wrong with you. Now, Garrett Smithley will drive the 45 Nightfire Protection Chevrolet. I like that one. And even though we'll be racing in the month of November, Dylan Lipton will drive the 15 Lipton Evacuation Ford, but it does have that breast cancer awareness logo on it. So good to see that. Now, Justin Allgaier will drive the number 7 Jared 25 years of Chevrolet. Could this paint scheme put him in the championship 4? Sure does deserve it. Now, Sam Mayer will drive the number 1 10X Health Chevrolet. I've picked this one multiple times. I love the look on this thing. And if you look on Cole Custer's 00 Haas Automation Ford, you'll see that Andy's Custard sponsorship. So I guess we're going to call him Colt Custard this weekend. All right, so for the NASCAR Cup Series, my favorite paint schemes start with the number 99 Daniel Suarez Jockey Outdoors by Luke Bryan Chevrolet. Trackhouse Racing always has some good paint schemes. Josh Bilicki will drive the 66 Zone Pouches Ford. And Corey LaJoy will drive that 51 Jacob Construction Ford. You know I love those yellow wheels. Now Daniel Hemrick will drive the number 31 High Point Paint Services Chevrolet. Bubba Wallace will drive the 23 Xfinity Toyota. Xfinity on Bubba Wallace's car. Dark Horse? If this paint scheme doesn't get Christopher Bell in the championship 4, I don't know what it'll take. But you know I love the Mobil 1 Toyota paint job. I love the Mobil 1 paint jobs. They're awesome. Is it a coincidence that Ryan Blaney is doing the same paint scheme that he won with last year here at Martinsville and got him in the championship 4, then led him to a championship? Interesting. And traditions. The number 11 FedEx 1 Rate Toyota. I'll leave it up for just a little bit because I know you like watching it. Okay, that's enough. I think Kaz Gralla uses this sponsor in his car because he knows I love that meat and bone Ford and that 15 car and those yellow wheels. Love it. And Trackhouse Racing has always another great paint scheme. Ross Chastain and that number 1 Moose Fraternity Chevrolet. So what paint schemes did you like? Please comment in the comments below. Okay, so here's a quick recap on Homestead. We had a great weekend with subscribers again and just great streams with great folks in the chat. We had a great time. And gonna be sad when this all ends at the end of the year. All right, Saturday morning, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series ran the Baptist Health 200. Corey Heim was on the pole. It was a quick 30 laps, and Corey Heim wins stage one. Now in stage two, Grant Enfinger powers to the front after passing Corey Heim and Christian Eckes and wins stage two. Now Lane Riggs does his thing as he stores to the front like he always does in stage three after some green flag pit stops, and the stage it turns into a fuel mileage race. And Lane Riggs, Nick Sanchez, and Grant Enfinger all are trying to push the limits on their gas tanks. And Grant Enfinger saves enough fuel and he wins the race where Lane Riggs and Nick Sanchez ran out of gas on the last lap. Now, Enfinger already in the championship for just waiting on three others to join him as he's won here at Talladega and he has won here at Homestead. Now, sometime this race, Connor Jones and Matt Mills were battling on the track, and Connor Jones hits Matt Mills from behind and sends him into the wall. Matt Mills has a major accident. The car catches on fire. He inhales some smoke. He was sent to the hospital for evaluation. He stayed there a couple days, but we'll get more into that in our NASCAR news. Now, on Saturday afternoon, the NASCAR Xfinity Series ran the Credit One NASCAR American Express Credit Card 300. Chandler Smith was on the pole. Austin Hill, who started 12th in the field, charges to the front and wins stage one. In stage two, it was more of the same with Austin Hill taking the stage two, and right behind was AJ Allmendinger already in the championship four. Now, Cole Custer took the lead for some in stage three, but Austin Hill was too strong and surged to the front and wins the race and secures himself in the championship four in Phoenix. Now, Sunday at the Straight Talk Wireless 400, Tyler Reddick, he was on the pole. In the first stage, Kyle Larson had an issue with a flat tire, smacked the wall, and causing a caution, which led to Tyler Reddick's stage one victory. On stage two, they had a green flag, pit stops, and Denny Hamlin surges to the front and gets the lead. Now, while Chase Elliott and the other playoff drivers were right behind them, but Denny Hamlin wins stage two, a very crucial win for Denny. He needed the points, and he wins stage two. Now, after that flat tire by, like I said, Kyle Larson in stage one, he worked all his way back to the lead. And part in stage three, Kyle Larson spins going into from second in a three wide situation with leader Ryan Blaney. Larson was battling for the lead, and a lap car, Austin Dillon, was involved as well, as you see here, and spun Larson out. Prior to this caution, Tyler Reddick had pit, and he got out of the pits before the caution came out. Ends up having a caution, the leader's pit, and Tyler Reddick stays out, puts him out front. Denny Hamlin gets the lead. And after that caution, he loses the lead to Ryan Blaney, 2 laps to go. And then on the last lap, Tyler Reddick passes Ryan Blaney for the win. Amazing run for Tyler Reddick. He goes into the championship four. And it's Logano and Reddick. So we'll see what happens. Who takes those last 2 spots this week? We'll see. As we stated, our NASCAR Homestead wrap up for the Truck Series. Connor Jones intentionally wrecked Matt Mills on Saturday morning, sending him into the wall and making Matt Mills spend a couple nights in the hospital for observation. NASCAR has suspended Connor Jones for 1 race, and he did a tirade on the radio after he spun Matt Mills. So he said he couldn't stand Matt Mills and he was tired of dealing with him. But that's it. So Johnny Sauter will take the place of the 66 in the truck race on Friday night at Martinsville. So that is some of your NASCAR news. Now, this week, NASCAR also held a wet tire test at Homestead. Uh, but the interesting thing was Ryan Preece. We have not known what he was going to do this off season. We have nothing on him, but he is testing the RFK Ford 60 car. So could that be the third car and the third charter for RFK? Ryan Preece, stick with us on the go at CeeLo for your more information. Bubba Wallace, he is going to lose his crew chief at the end of 2024, and he will be receiving Christian Eckes' crew chief for the 2025 season. So that is your NASCAR news. All right, so here are my picks for the week. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, it's going to come down to either Christian Eckes or Corey Heim. Corey Heim won last year's race, and Christian Eckes won here in the spring. So it's down to these two guys. And there's Ty Majeski or the other guys that are below the cut line. But give me Heim time. Give me Corey Heim for the win. It's time, baby. Let's go. Let's get into the championship 4. Now, my dark horse is going to be Nick Sanchez. He was running there toward the end of the race, trying to make something happen, but ran out of gas. Hence, he's down below the cut line. So I'm going to take the number 2 for the dark horse. Now, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Eric Almirola won here in the spring. And I'm taking Eric Almirola again. I love that 20 car. I know it's predictable, but you can't beat something that's pretty dang good. So Eric Almirola, I'm taking. Now, my dark horse is going to be Justin Allgaier in that 7 car. That paint scheme I like as well. I'll take Allgaier for the win as my dark horse. And he gets into the championship 4. Now, for the NASCAR Cup Series, it's pretty simple on this one. I know a lot of people are going to say Larson. A lot of people are going to say Hendrick, like William Byron. But I got to go Denny. Like, come on. I'm wearing Denny Hamlin stuff. You got to pick Denny. He's going to win. He's going to go to the championship 4. He's going to win his first championship. We'll see. Now, in the last 3 years, he has 0 wins to show for it. But he has led most laps. He's got 7 stage wins. It's his time. Let's go. Let's get this win. Now, my dark horse is going to be William Byron. Not going to be William Byron. No, it's not. It's not going to be Kyle Larson. This one's going to shock you a little bit. It's going to be Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman gets the win here at Martinsville. All right, so you know when the races are this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what they're all about. You know the paint schemes of every car. And now you need to know when we're streaming. We're streaming tonight, the truck race, Under the Lights, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Friday Night Lights. We're streaming that. Saturday, we'll be bringing you Cup practice and qualifying for their race, and then the Xfinity race following that. And then on Sunday, flag-to-flag coverage of the Xfinity 500. 2 drivers are going to get into the championship 4. Who's it going to be? Stick with us and find out. So I hope you guys liked it. And let me know who is going to win. Who's going to win these races? Comment in the comments below. All right. So make sure you hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. If you're new to us, we're coming down to the last couple races of the season. Where have you been? But we'll be back next year. I promise you. All right, guys. We will see you in the streams. We'll see you have some fun. Hope this was very informative. Like I said, if you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and comment, and leave a comment in the comments below. We'll see you soon. It's Martinsville, baby. It's coming down to this. Who's going to get into the championship 4? Let's go.